We are at Jericho, the oldest city in the world and the lowest city in the world. It's like minus 200 meters, 600 feet below sea level. And so many things happen here. Jesus was here, but Elijah and was here too. And Elijah, when he came to here, he heard that the water got salty. Then he asked for a glass or plate of salt, and then he threw the salt into the water. And guess what? It's fresh until today. This is Tel Jericho, the most ancient city the most ancient city in that region. In Jericho, this is the ancient part of Jericho, and it's the oldest city in the world, and we will talk about it. But first, the Palestinians, it's now part of the Palestinians, it's called Tel el-Sultan. Tel, because it's layers of cities. It's city on top of a city on top of a city on top of a city, and we're gonna climb it. Ma shlomcha? I didn't see that man for 2 years. Okay. 2 years and 3 months. And I'm visiting now, and I'm bringing the group soon. Bye. Ahlan. Then, in that case, we are together. Wow, it's hot. I'm visiting that place. I do have a group now. The group is eating, and I decided to use that time to take another video for you. And for that, we will climb all the way up. You can see the shaded place. We will be there. Then see you there. All right, see you now. How do we know that it's the oldest city? If you will find here walls, ancient walls, you will know that a wall wasn't built by a person. I mean, it's someone, an institute that did it. Now, Jericho is so important, and from the viewpoint, you will understand why. Then, in that case, they built a wall around it. Before that, it was agriculture area. They'd been conquered every moment. Everyone who wanted to control the world had to conquer Jericho. Jericho is the most important junction to Europe, to Asia, to Africa. Then in that case, if you will conquer Jericho, Armageddon, and Jaffa, that's it. You can control the world. And so many did it. And think about those poor people, agriculture people, enjoying the, look how green it is, the endless spring of Jericho. And it's close to the Jordan River, more fresh water. That Dead Sea is there. They're enjoying the minerals of the Dead Sea, and the location, it's location. In that matter, it's being conquered by so many. And every time they destroyed that poor village. And then they said, enough is enough. Around 10,000 years ago, they built a wall around the city. From that time, we know that it's not a village. Suddenly, you need a mayor. Suddenly, you need tax money because you built a wall. You need money for that. And what about the soldiers? You need to have soldiers. Then in that case, from a small village, it became to be a big ancient city. I'm not really breathing here. Not because it's minus 200 meters below sea level. It's so hot. And I'm taking that video now because if I'll take the video with the group that I have, most of them will complain, and that's what you will hear in the video. And I don't want them to complain in front of you. Then here it is. The Dead Sea is there. Moab mountain is in front of you. Amman is straight up from here, capital of Jordan. The mountains that you see there, it's the mountains of Jordan. Look how green it is in the middle of the desert. That way is to the Dead Sea, Saudi Arabia, Egypt, and Africa. We will continue to the north. We will reach the Sea of Galilee, Lebanon of today, Syria of today, Turkey of today, and Europe. If we will continue that way, we will reach this Jaffa, and from there we can take a boat to Europe and to Africa. If we will continue through Amman of today, we will reach to India, China. Can you understand the location? And add to it the spring. This is one of many springs here, but this is the main spring of Jericho. That's why most of the time you can drink it without even thinking about mineral water. Then a lot of springs. It's a beautiful oasis. Then now we know why the location of Jericho is cruises. Guys, it's around 100 degrees now. It's almost 40 degrees now. I gave my family and my tourists another hour to be in the shade and to be in the food area, mainly because it's going to be cooler. But now it's not easy, and I can see a group that comes to here. Now let's talk a little bit about the story that happened here. But before that, let me show you another important place before they will kick me out from that beautiful shade area. This is the Temptation Mount. Jesus was baptized not so far away from me. I just came from there, called Castle Leoden. It's right there. Then he was baptized here, and for 40 days and 40 nights he stayed here at, now we call it the Mount of Temptation, and he was tested by the devil right there. You can visit here a palace of King Herod, the palace of the Hashmonite, a beautiful palace of the Muslims that control that city. Then this is really a big city. From the Jordan River, the same place that Jesus was baptized by John, but many years before, at around 1400 BC, Joshua, together with the 12 tribes, entered to here and conquered that beautiful city. And now, because there's a group that comes to here, I will let them to be here, and I will talk about the book of Joshua from chapter 8 to chapter 6 while we are watching. Oh, it's hot. A beautiful tower from 8,500 years ago. Again, 8,500 years ago. Here it is. And when they excavate here, they started to dance. We found Joshua Wall. We found the Joshua Wall. But no, it's many years before that. Joshua, it's 1400 BC. This is 8,500 BC. 8,500 BC. And when Kathleen Kenyon excavated that place, she used to cut kind of a piece of a cake to see the layers of the city. And I think there are more than 20 layers, 20 cities here. Today it's difficult to see it because it's raining a little bit, a lot of wind, and it's difficult to see all the layers of the city. But a tower from 8,500 years ago. Good. Amazing. Oof. One day I will fall from that bridge. Then in that case, before the Jews, the Israelites, enter to here, Joshua sent 2 spies here. They entered to the city and went straight to the house of, how should I say it, Rahab. You look at the Google to see who is Rahab. She used to sell her food as according to what my daughter studied, and her body as well. Some say that her room was there we know that it was part of the wall. And the king of Jericho heard about them. Then they started to look for them. They came to the house of Rahab. Oh, so sad. Then he came to the house of Rahab, and but she hid them, on the roof. And then she told them 2 things you must know. First, don't go back to the Jordan River. The king is looking for you there. Then run away to the mountains, and you can see the mountains. This is the same place that of the temptation of Jesus, but happened many years before, actually 1400 years before. And then 3 days later, you can go back to Joshua. Tell them that we are afraid of you. But the second thing that you must do is when you will conquer the city, you will save us. And he said, all right, let's do that. Then when they came, 3 days later, when they came to back to Joshua, they told him the story, and then an angel told Joshua what to do. You will cross the Jordan River, and then you will reach Jericho. You will make 1 round tour around the walls, but be quiet. Don't say a word. No one. Don't use any instrument. Every day, walk around the city. At the 7th day, do that 7 times. And then at this last one, use the horn and ask the people to shout. And you know what will happen to the wall. Tumbling down. And let me show you the wall, because it's a beautiful story. But I want to show you how a wall of Jericho looks like. It's not hot at all. It's not hot at all. In August it's gonna be hotter. I'm not suffering at all. Did you subscribe my channel? Oh yes, you did. Thank you very much. If not, you must know that I do have more than 20,000 videos of the Holy Land. And be part of my family. Subscribe the channel and push the bell. Then you will see the latest videos. Another thing that you can do until we will reach the wall, if you want to support my channel, please do that. At the description, you can find the link for Buy Me a Coffee or PayPal, and you can actually do that. And if you won't find it, send me a message and I will send you the link. Then here it is. This is the lower part of the wall. Started here, and you can see the breaks, mud breaks, right here. And look at the rock, a stone part of the wall, and there's another part of the mud right there, and guarding towers. Again, look how wide are the walls of the city. Mud blocks, stone wall, not a mud block, a wall. Why there are cable cars? They are reaching the Temptation Mount. It's a beautiful monastery. Another option. Isham Palace, another option. There's a synagogue here, another option. There are so many things to see in Jericho. Look at another stone wall. Poof! Another one there. Look at the date trees. John the Baptist used to eat wild dates. Wild dates is not from bees, made of dates, wild honey. and the land of milk and honey. This is the honey, the dates. Hello, my friend. I forgot to mention, they have an excellent Palestinian beer. Go and drink one.
How's it called?
Taibe beer. Excellent. They have several options. Go there and buy yourself one. Celebrate. Then here it is. Garden towers. A wall, a wall, a wall, a wall. So many walls. And one of the problem is that the wall is not later than 1550 BC. It means that that city been destroyed according to the one who excavate here, and so many did it, around 150 years before Joshua. And the question that I will ask you now, and you will have to answer, is the story in the Bible, is it true story, or someone made a mistake? 6 chapters are dedicated to that story. I believe that it's a true story. But if I'll say it to my professor in my university, I'm not sure that he will give me an A. Then choose whatever you want. Is that a fiction story? Or this is a true story? If you like it, I will be more than happy if you will share that video. And remember, you must subscribe my channel. I'm doing it because I really love to do that, even if it's 100 degrees now. Then see you in my next video. We are leaving Tel Jericho or Tel el-Sultan. Bye bye.